Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
I don't know, man. Kristaps Porzingis, Kenny. I mean, I know it's not our job to talk about other people's wallets, but 4 years, 180 million is what they're talking about doing with this guy. That just seems crazy to me.
He's only played what, like 5 years, and he's been in for like ever, it seems like. That's a lot of money, man, for a guy that's been hurt. I mean, it kind of comes with the territory to a certain extent because you're paying for upside and you're paying for future, man. That's how I got my big deal. Okay, that's kind of how it works, Dave.
Well, and listen, you got a nice big contract, and good for you, and more power to you. I'm curious, when I assume your agent, you negotiated the thing, and you get a call, and it's like, hey, we've agreed on this deal. Like, you knew right there you were going to be generationally wealthy. Your grandkids weren't going to hurt for nothing, more than likely. Did you do anything? I don't want to say silly, but like, did you treat yourself with something frivolous?
Come on, Dave. We used to hang out. I treated myself all the time. You kidding me? You kidding me, Dave?
Not my place to share.
Come on, we're live right now. So you know how that goes, man. Hey, man, it's one of those things. It's like when you're younger, you feel like you need the world.
Yeah.
As you get older, it gets smaller and smaller. It's like, I'm 45 now. It's like, what do I really need, right? I got a roof over my head. There's a lot of things that obviously I would want more of, but
what was the dumbest thing you bought, though? Like, seriously, what was like the dumbest purchase you look back on now?
The dumbest thing?
Yeah, just like this silly, like you bought 17 pair of alligator skin shoes. I don't know.
I got a lot of shoes, man. I got issues. Clothes, shoes.
Okay.
And me hanging out with my friends.
Okay.
That's one of the things I can't take back. So there's a lot of me treating with some of my best friends. I'm pretty sure you met some of those guys over the years. They're still here in Sacramento. So, man, you can't replace the fun times and the memories you have with friends. If you're taking trips, if you're going to Vegas, I was in Vegas a lot too. LA, it all just depends.
Did you find you had more friends or family members show up after that first really big deal came through?
Man, they were there my rookie year. What are you talking about, man? It kind of comes with the territory. My rookie year, I was making $600,000 before taxes. That was the most amount of money I ever made in my life, obviously. And then, obviously, it kept increasing over those 3 to 4 years, especially being under my rookie contract. But family members, that's the hardest thing, man, because you want to help people out and you can't really say no, but you have to say no to a certain extent because it gets to the point to where it gets a little stupid and people have a tendency to get their feelings hurt, especially if they don't get what they want, right? It kind of comes with the territory with human nature, but I wouldn't take anything back or change anything, man. I'm in a good place in my life right now and my kids are good and life's good.
Did you have like Uncle Billy try to pitch you on like the future of alpaca farms?
Probably. I had an uncle. Man, there's so many people that wanted to start their businesses and cousins, and you just can't do it. I mean, immediate family, unfortunately, comes first because you got to take care of them first, and then it kind of trickled down for me. But my parents are in good health. Everybody's good. Like, there's no complaints, especially when I have opportunities to make more money with the different things that I have going on. That's the key. It's a matter of being consistently busy from the standpoint of me using my brand and my name to create opportunities for myself.
Well, as Kenny Thomas joins us, Kenny, all things are good in Sacramento with the exception of not being able to get it done the other night in front of the home crowd. It's just a matter of time, and it sure seems like tonight is an incredible opportunity. As we look ahead, and you've seen all these teams play, do you personally have a preference, Kenny, for who you'd like to see the Kings play in the first round?
Yeah, obviously, I did the game on Monday and it didn't happen. As you guys know, 2006 was the last year that they were in the playoffs, and I was still here playing. It was in my last couple years. 2008, 2010, I wasn't playing, and I'm just happy the actual drought is over. And I was looking at the Warriors last night. They were playing against the Pelicans, and they're starting to look really good. Especially playing at home, that energy in that crowd. Like, I really don't want to see the Warriors, but at the same time, the way that Minnesota has been coming in and beat up the Kings the last couple games, especially at home, it's been kind of bad. And you can kind of tell like Minnesota's real physical. And then they have some bigs inside that actually not necessarily is a good matchup for Sabonis, right? Because I feel like Sabonis is more of a four, and at the same time, because of the way that he plays in the offense and the different things, he plays more like a four. He's not like a traditional five to me. So it's going to come down to matchups because they're pretty big, and I think the guards are going to have to crack back if they end up playing Minnesota from the standpoint of rebounding because they're a really big team.
Kenny Thomas with us. Let me ask. I've asked this to Jason before. Feel free to weigh in. Kenny, I'll ask you. I get really nervous about talking about a team I'd like to see just because I'm superstitious like that. And any team can beat any team. But isn't there an argument that maybe the most fun, emotional, crazy series would be a Kings-Warriors matchup?
Yeah, it would. I totally agree. And obviously, I work for NBC, and NBC covers both. That would be very interesting because it would be a madhouse, especially from a production side.
Hey, how difficult would it be? Sorry to interrupt. How difficult would it be for NBC, though, in that situation? Because they'd have to force themselves to show almost as much Kings highlights as Warriors highlights. There might be some people that actually pass out down there, Kenny.
So the way I see it, I think that they would have to have both people that would do the normal shows. Like,
right.
We don't have it in stone what's gonna happen or anything like that, but hopefully me and Matt are on at the same time and they're gonna give us more airtime than like 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after. So we might go a little longer. But I don't really know how that's gonna work. Obviously, NBC hasn't been here in a long time. I don't know if they had the network back in the day or anything like that, but NBC's creating budgets, man, because the Kings haven't been in the playoffs. So I think the whole change is there. But I think it would be interesting to have both teams, to be honest. But the Warriors scare me the most to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to a shootout, like who's gonna be better, right? And I hate to say it, the Warriors are a better shooting team, especially because they have two guys that can really light it up from behind the perimeter. Three guys, actually.
Yeah. You know, Kenny, what's interesting too, Dave and I have debated this, like, for if it happens tonight for the Kings in Portland, and what do you think the locker room and the players' reaction should be internally, not out on the court when they're inside? I mean, to me, I feel like it should be a great celebration, not only to honor what they've done this year, but what has happened the last 16 years. And most of these guys aren't a part of all of that, but should there be a significant celebration by the players, or should it just be like, all right, this was one goal, check, and let's move on?
I think that's a great question. I feel like the guys that have been here, that it's going to be emotional for those guys like De'Aaron Fox and Harrison, even though Harrison's won a ring, right? But for the city of Sacramento, from the standpoint of being here when everything was bad and now things are turning around, those new guys, I don't see them being as emotional because they haven't gone through it as long. But the fact that they're able to get into the postseason, all of them, I think there's going to be a lot of emotions going on. And at the same time, it's going to come down to how I think they come out that first game, because I think it's going to set a tone, right? From the standpoint of getting those first two games in the playoffs, because playing at home, it's going to feel a lot of the Kings, especially with the six man and how this city has come around and came back to support the Kings.
Is it acceptable for grown men to cry when they?
Yes. And you got jokes, because I actually wanted to cry if you're talking about that on Monday.
Oh, I honestly didn't know that.
Yeah, my feeling. I said it on the show after. Like, I really wanted it to happen. Yep. One, because I was a part of it back when the last time happened, and then the fact that it was at home, and it was a Monday night, and it was jam packed in there on a Monday. And everybody was coming early because I think the excitement was there. But I have the game tonight. Me and Kyle are going to be in studio. Obviously, if they win, we're going to get more time. and we're gonna stretch it out for the post game show. And
Nice.
I'm gonna be excited, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I think they should be able to do it tonight. To be honest.
Well, you weren't the only alum there. Brad was there, looking like 7-foot Santa Claus. He probably would have been the most likely to spray everybody with champagne had they won. Brad has a good time.
What's crazy? That's our guy. Like Brad texts me a couple times. He's like, our studio setup sucks. He's like, where's the fans? Like, you can't, like, that's the whole point. And like the fans coming, like they don't get on TV anymore. He said it just sucks. Tell them to turn it back around. I'm like, Brad, I don't have that kind of pull.
Dude, Brad is saying that because Brad liked getting on TV.
Yes.
That's a good one.
He's the reason they turned it around.
Probably.
He kept walking by and making gestures, thinking he was all sly. Brad, you can't be sly, dude. You're 7 foot. Come on.
I was gonna say you're 7 feet tall with the big Christmas beard, like my buddy Adam has. Like, come on, man. Like, what are they doing?
Kenny Thomas, you see him analyzing back and forth, all around good guy on the Kings broadcast. And hopefully next time we talk to him, we'll be talking about playoff seeding. Love you, brother. Thanks for coming on, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we should be next week. We should be getting ready to talk about the play-in tournament at least, or something like that, right?
The play-in tournament for other teams,
for other people.
The peasant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can you said peasants.
Poverty teams.
Hey, watch out for the Pelicans, man. They talk about Zion actually coming back too. That's another team that's kind of like, oh my goodness. So
fingers crossed. We got a lot to talk about. It's going to be very exciting next month to 2 months for your Sacramento Kings. Thank you, K9. We'll talk to you soon. Okay. Well, and that dude, he made it the whole way without breaking up, and then he broke up at the very end. We'll take a break. He broke up with us.